Hi there, and welcome to the Salted Pepper, where we cook for real life using real food and we keep it real simple. And today I'm going to make an Almond Joy cereal Bliss snack. And I know you are going to absolutely love this one. So I'm using Crispix cereal, and on the back of the box there is a recipe for a chocolate peanut butter bliss, but I want to change it up and make it into an Almond Joy version. So this is going to be really quick and easy and something that you can really customize any way that you like. I'm going to start with using the crisper pan that comes in the baking kit of the Ninja Foodi, but you could use any pan that you want. You don't have to use this one. You could even use a Fat Daddy-O. You could use any cake pan. It really doesn't matter. And I'm going to get the almonds and the coconut toasted up a little bit. So this is 1/3 cup of almonds that I just crushed up. Not real fine though. There's good sized chunks in there. And I'm going to just spread it right here so that we can get those toasted up. You want to put them in a single layer if you can. And then these are coconut chips that I actually got from Ollie's, but you could use shredded coconut or flaked coconut from the store as well. And I'm just going to put those over here. And they're on the rack in the low position. I have not preheated the Ninja Foodi. There is no need to do that when you're going to toast the coconut or the nuts. We're going to open it up. Throw this in. This is in the low position. That looks good just like it is. And turn it on. We're going to go to the broil setting. You don't need to set the temp. The broil gets up to about 450 degrees. And we're going to hit the start. Now I'm just going to keep an eye on it. What happens when you're toasting nuts and coconut as well is that they really, once they start cooking and toasting, they go fast. So you want to stand right here and check about every 2 to 3 minutes to make sure they're not burning. So I checked it at about 3 minutes under the broil, and the coconut was really starting to brown, so I gave it a little stir, stirred the almonds a little bit, and I thought it could probably go another 2 minutes. So I'm just keeping an eye on it because you don't want to burn the coconut, but you do want it a nice golden brown because that's going to bring out that really coconutty flavor. And I was thinking after I got this into the pot, I could have actually put the chocolate chips down on the bottom and let those start to melt. But of course, then the rack would get a little messy. So it's probably best we do it this way. All right, I'm gonna stop it now. Those coconut pieces are just as brown as I want them. I don't wanna even go the last 10 seconds or 11 seconds. So I'm gonna pull those out. If you wanted your almonds a little more toasted, you could certainly, in fact, I don't even need to take this off the rack, but I better because I tend to drop things when they're on the rack. If you wanted your nuts a little more done, you could always toast your coconut first, pull it out, then put your nuts back in. And usually the almonds take somewhere around 10 minutes or so, 7 to 10 minutes to really toast up nicely. They still look a little pale, but they're gonna be fine in this. I'm not worried about it. Let's give one a taste. They're good. Okay, so now we're gonna put in 1.5 cups of dark chocolate. There's some coconut things here because it, when the fan blows, it blew it around. Don't worry about it, just leave them in there. There's also a little bit of the almonds, and don't worry about those either. Okay, now, when you're melting chocolate, you wanna do that sort of gently, because if you go too high, you're gonna end up seizing up the chocolate. So I'm gonna do a low medium to start and just sort of let the Ninja Foodi melt this chocolate. Now it was already hot because of the broil, so you can see it's already starting to melt. I recommend you pretty much stir continuously while you're melting the chocolate. You do not want any hot spots here. And once it's completely melted, we will dump in our other ingredients, including our cereal. So what I have here is 6 cups of Crispix. Now you could use rice checks or whatever kind of cereal mix you wanted, or cereal you wanted to use. I like the Crispix though. All right, this looks really, really good. It's nice and melted. There might be just a few little chunks in here, but they're gonna melt up really fast. So we wanna get moving with this. Now I'm using a coconut emulsion instead of an extract. I find that it works a little bit better when you want to flavor your chocolate. And I'm only going to use a tiny bit. We don't need too much coconut flavor, but I think this little boost is going to give us more of the Almond Joy feel that we're going for. This is a half of a teaspoon. And it's a thicker type of extract, if you will. It's an emulsion. And I just think it works better in all kinds of things. Now, immediately put in your Crispix cereal, mix it around, and then grab your toasted coconut and the almonds and mix that around. Just get it nice and coated. Turn the Ninja Foodi off now. Get it nice and coated with that chocolate. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. It smells really good too. This is such a quick and easy snack. The kids are gonna love it. The adults are gonna love it. Oh, it looks beautiful. Okay, so now, of course, it's chocolate covered. It's gonna be absolutely delicious right now, but it's also gonna get all over our hands. So we're gonna fix that with just a little bit of powdered sugar. So what I'm gonna do here is grab my same container, or you could use a large baggie, and I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this out into here. And we're gonna put in some powdered sugar. Now, I don't like my cereal Bliss, if you will, very sweet. So I'm gonna use the bare minimum, but you can use as little or as much as you like. And again, the possibilities are endless with this. If you don't like Almond Joy, you could put in, cranberries and almonds. You could put in, hazelnuts. I mean, you could put raisins, and I mean, you just make it yours, just whatever you like. Put in there, mix it up, and you've got a nice little snack mix. Unfortunately, you can't see the beautiful coconut because it's all covered in chocolate now, but you will taste it. All right, there we go. Get all of that off. And now let's just add in our powdered sugar. I'm just gonna grab a tablespoon here. You could even sift it. I probably would have, except I just made another recipe, and the sifter I like to use is being washed. So I'm just gonna put about oops, I just got it all over me. I knew that was gonna happen. Put about 3 tablespoons on top and give it a nice shake. I'm gonna need some more, not too much though. Because you want it all to be kind of coated with this so that you can pick it up with your hand. So that was another 3 heaping tablespoons. There we go. All right, I think as that cools, it's gonna be fine. And we've made our Almond Joy Bliss. So I'm gonna let it cool just for a minute. Oops. Now, you know what? Unfortunately, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna need a little more powdered sugar. I really didn't wanna have to do that because I'm just not a huge fan. But I also don't want this to be so stuck together. And there are some parts here that are not coated, and it's just gonna be a mess to eat. So it looks like I'm gonna use the entire cup. which I was really hoping to avoid, but you know, it's okay. All right, that looks good. That's what we're looking for. So I would let this cool. I might even lay it out on a sheet pan to cool completely so that the powdered sugar doesn't really melt down there. But for right now, let's just get this served up and let's taste it. So I can go ahead and just use this little bowl. Put my lid back on. Brush off my powdered sugar because I have it all over me. And this little container comes with its own little scoop. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I should have taken it out though before I shook it up. It's all full of powdered sugar. All right, so here we go. And I wanna make sure I get some of that, the nuts and some of the coconut. All right, here's some of the cereal. Oh, this is good. That's not too much powdered sugar either. Oh, my goodness. Now, it might even seem like I'm more excited than usual over this. And that's because I didn't test this recipe before I videotaped it, because I was like, oh, Jeff, it's so easy. Let's just make it, because I felt like eating it. Oh, this is such a winner. So I've eaten half of this bowl already. It is so good. I was sitting here thinking about what I was going to say for the last 20 seconds of the video, and I was just so busy eating I couldn't even come up with anything. I really want to know what you're going to make, how you're going to make your bliss, your chocolate bliss in your Ninja Foodi. Let me know in the comments what combination of flavors that you're going to make it with, because trust me, you want to make this. It is delicious.